steer away from these paths. So what do we know right now?
Well, we do know cruise passengers are shaken up from what they saw. I spoke with one passenger who says he was worried about leaving this port because of the hurricane. Now he's worried about a family who's without a loved one. So Charlie Corton is on board right now, and he shared some photos from the ship. He says that this passenger went overboard around 8 o'clock last night. The ship did make a 180-degree turn, and rescue efforts were immediate. 2 boats and searchlights lit up the dark water, but he says the person was not found. Now, Charlie says the ship is heading to the Grand Cayman Islands, but for him, his vacation is not the same.
Obviously, the mood on the boat was dampened, greatly. It's just such a sad thing. You think that somebody's in the ocean by themselves.
Charlie says he still feels safe on board because large glass windows, about 5 to 6 feet tall, come above the railings on almost every part of the ship. He says it would be almost impossible to fall off on your own. Now, we are still working to learn what balcony the person fell from and have reached out to officials in Cuba and the Royal Caribbean for comment. We also talked with Charlie about what it's been like for him to be cruising during a hurricane. We do know the ship had to make some changes, and coming up a little later this morning, we'll break down what those were. Reporting live from Port Canaveral, Esther Bauer, Fox 35 News.
And I was just about to say that on these cruises, they said it is very hard for someone to go overboard. So you either got to jump and leap into the ocean, or you got to be pushed or thrown into the ocean. But it's just crazy, you know what I'm saying? And the other thing that I learned too about these ships, they have a sensor in the front of them. So if you fall overboard in front of the ship, they said more than likely your chances are to be saved then. But if you fall on the sides or on the rear of the ship, it's harder to find you, and most likely they will never find you.